So I have shared many videos in the past few weeks. What do you guys think after you guys watch it?
For me, it was how to use your body, the different attack zones you have. A lot of things make sense to me because you train a lot of things at the attack at the long range and the short range and the long fish range and how you use your body and all kind of attack you have to know. It's the same with the long pole. First, you have to know how to use your body to even think about weapons, and yeah, there's so much in it. And every time I watch this video, I have some I learn a lot of the videos. So thank you.
Yes, I just want to say, make it short. I found the shorts on YouTube. I found them or find them really good because he goes straight to the point, explain to people what is what and how to use it, why it is like that, and what is the meaning or the purpose of it. And I found really good, and I learned always a lot from your videos, and especially from the shorts because they're quick, short, and direct, and I like them really much.
There's a problem. There's a problem from I get the feedback from everybody because I am presenting the big picture and the details, but you guys, most of the people only is like they see the trees, they don't see the forest I'm presenting. The reason for that is because people used to this, whatever information they come in, they get into their mind, and then they don't process it. They don't process it, what I'm saying. So like people asking me, oh, you know, when I show the pole, the weapon, and even I explained the second day after the weapon, say you need to do this, but still people comment on my video saying that, oh, you know, they like to learn the 6-point half pole and everything. This is looking like the movie move. People do not understand what I'm presenting. This is very serious stuff. I migrate the entire 1850s Wing Chun to the West, to United States today, but people don't know that because their mind is still using the 1960s mind or the movie Wing Chun mind to listen. They don't look at the thing saying, what is this? So this is a problem. So do I present what Wing Chun is as what everybody think? Or I have already shown you a new paradigm? Think about it. Am I just sharing whatever you think as usual? This more of this, more iPhone, more iPad, and more this 6-point half pole, more this and that, or I present the entire new paradigm?
To me, it's an entire new paradigm because you're not presenting the product, you have a product and you have the software, and you show how to use this product with the software, and it's the same thing. So even the shorts, they're 1 minute or something, but they're so intensive, and if people listen and what you say, they don't, it's mimicking somebody is it's not the
For
thing,
example,
and a lot of people. Yes, go ahead.
For example,
sorry. Yeah,
no worry. That's why this is a discussion, right?
Mm-hmm.
For example, I shared a video very, very, very long time ago. What is the Tan Sao? What is the Bong Sao? What is the Fok Sao? What is this, all this thing in 1850s Wing Chun? Are they the same with the 1960? You look at the shot I shared, all that thing get into the body right away.
Yes.
It is a different system. And what I share is that if you don't have that three types of the power generation, how are you going to work? How are you going to play? But people don't think. People will thought, oh, this is what in Wing Chun. This is what in Wing Chun. The post 1875 Wing Chun, there is no way you can piece together that way. The 1875 Wing Chun is only like what? Like you hold a spear. Your job is go straight, poke, 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 poke. Isn't that all? That's all. What is the Wing Chun from 1875 until today? Can that thing go for three-dimensional angle and all this thing? Does it have all of the mechanics of the power generation needed in the different distance? So what is the real fighting? Everybody talk about, oh, you want to talk, can you whatever you do work under pressure? What is the reality of fighting? The reality of fighting is in the minute you want to fight, you want to know which distance you want to end the fight. But what do you guys think? Most big people do not even think. They don't even know that. Seriously, you know, when you get into the fight, right away you think, which distance I want to end the fight? Is the long range distance? Is the short distance? Is the middle distance? Do I have that ability to play in that distance?
The problem is that people are not able to distinguish between a demo and a real fight. So what you see on a seminar is always demo, demo, demo. You don't see people sparring each other
It's
and to
not
see
that.
if it works.
It's not that.
Yeah.
It's not that.
Mm-hmm.
This morning, I just wrote an article in Chinese. I said the entire traditional Chinese martial art is gone, finished, kaput, gone. Okay? 50 years ago, do you know why Bruce Lee saying that even Wing Chun is just a land swimming? Because if you're keeping teaching people land swimming, everybody thinking land swimming is swimming, when you face the MMA guy, you're dead. When you get down to the water, you're gone. There's no way what you know is swimming. And if you don't even know that, how are you going to teach your student? So garbage in, garbage out. So the first thing in fight, the three distance. Which distance I want to end the fight? Do I have the power generation and momentum to handle that distance? And then you want to talk about the characteristic of Wing Chun 1850. The Wing Chun 1850 mean that I'm going to end the fight in the sticking body distance. So all my tan bong, my tan sao fuk sao lap sao, all those thing is in that distance. Am I right? Go watch a video. This is very basic. It's like you want to fight, you want to make a war, you first know, am I going to fight a long range with a missile, short range with a middle range with a tank and a bazooka, or in the alley fight with the pistol? Get that clear. If you don't even know that exists, what are you going to do in the battle? and then going down. Do you even know how to handle your body for the three type of momentum you need? If you don't know about the three distance, you don't have any training in your body to support that three distance, that means you don't have the basic, very basic of martial arts. If you don't have that sticking body uniqueness of Wing Chun, you don't have Wing Chun. I don't even know what you're doing. This is how serious it is now. So the entire world is the Qing become the anti-Qing. Just because somebody made the story. And everybody become grandmaster just because the student of the people making his teacher like a grandmaster. And you end up this mess. So what martial art do you have? That's why 50 years ago, Bruce Lee must have found this out and say, hey, this is all land swimming. It's wasting of 50 years of time. It's wasting money. It's wasting people's effort. It's wasting everything for nothing. So you sit around there 50 years running around. That's how serious it is. And if you talk about martial art, have this martial, Chinese say that martial have the martial virtue. Well, sure, martial virtue. The first thing is called responsibility. Do you responsible when you present all this garbage? So that seriously, that's how it is. So what is internal power got to do with the three range of fighting? The end result is the three range of fighting. The Western boxing fight in the long range, in the long distance, in the far distance. BJJ fight in the close distance. Karate fight in the middle and close distance. Can you identify what is your opponent do? If not, you are in a deep problem. Well, knowing this doesn't mean that I have to go to fight. Knowing this meaning that I know what is going on there and I can run. Or I can hide. That's called education. So if you don't fit everything what you learn from my channel into this category, I don't know what you got. It's like you have collect a tons of things. A lot of mixing thing, and you don't even know what it is. That's why you never process in your mind, never in the real life. In the real life, you want to fight somebody right away. The first instant you say, okay, which distance I want to end this fight? The name of the game of the fighting is to KO that guy. The name of the game of learning Wing Chun is not to act like the movie superhero. It's every day you have to be able to use it. Knowing the three distance doesn't mean you're going to fight. Say, for example, you walk across the street. You look at the car coming at you or the motorcycle or the bicycle coming at you. Isn't it that you know the distance that whether you can go across the road or not? You have that sense, you have that feelings. So once you learn this and you learn that, or if it's long distance, I have to move this fast. If I have a middle distance, I have some time. Probably I can move away if that guy is too far away from me. If that
Yes,
guy is
but
a close distance stuff, I can even have more time.
yes, it has to become natural because if you practice the three distances and you're proficient with that, you just handle naturally. You don't think about it. Just go. You know, like for example, like the example with a bicycle, with a car or motorcycle. If it comes towards you, you have an insight, and you can the way you said it, you can sense it, and it's the same in the fight. You can sense the distance. You have an insight, and this is really important.
It's just my friend from Las Vegas told me that he was reading something in his cell phone in Las Vegas. When you walk, sometimes somebody bump into you. So if you train in the street distance, you know you don't want to get yourself injured, and you
Yes.
can avoid problem.
Yes, yeah, because you're aware of your environment. If you look at the phone all the time and you walk, you just when you have only one direction and look at it, and then it's dangerous. But if you're aware of your environment and of your opponent, it's the same thing. So you have the feeling for the distances. So it's a
Even
good example as well.
even when you go to the restroom, to the bathroom, to the restaurant, sometimes people crush. When you want to go
Yes,
in, you go out. So all of this is usable every day. I mean, why the hell is that
yes,
you just practice some nonsense that you're thinking you're going to act like in a movie? Do you want to learn some land swimming like Bruce Lee said 50 years ago and still thinking that that is the ultimate fighting art or anything? You're daydreaming and wasting of your time. So we're talking about real life here. All right. And the history, what history? That's why Wing Chun today have 10 zillion history. Why? Because none of them is real history. All are made up. So as what I said before, the opera actor, which is not the anti-Qing, surrender to the Qing, and then they build out they rebuild their opera, and then in the martial art they teach their martial art with stories like Mui, like Ji Sim, but none of this is the real anti-Qing. And then you start until today, and everybody quarrel about it. Oh, mine is Ji Sim, mine is Mui, Wing Chun is Wing Chun. But you know what? All of them start with the opera player which surrender to Qing, and after that it create all this. That's history. So if you don't learn something, which is you can when you walk in the street in the Paris, or you walk in the street in Munich, that you can use, what are you doing? So that's what I say. You cannot just get my information here and then say and thinking you don't know. That's why I said, how many people is reading my book really carefully and come up and say, Hendrik, I don't understand this. Can you please explain me next time in your video? Zero. Okay. That show how reiterate the thing. How serious is one like to learn something? I give you for free, but still you don't ask me. And you look at those, you have to pay for $1,000 for past 50 years. What do? Land swimming. Bruce Lee said it already. And then you can argue this, argue his story, argue that story. Like people like to argue with me. I say, well, look, this is the history. At this time, there's no more anti-Qing. It's surrender to the Qing. And this guy related to the Qing officer, that guy related to the Qing, this Qing officer, and they are pro-Qing and so forth. So how can you call that red boat is an anti-Qing red boat? Didn't you guys heard about that Wing Chun is from anti-Qing? Do you guys, Raymond, do you guys heard that Wing Chun is from Shaolin, and Shaolin is the burning of the Shaolin, the Qing come and burning the Shaolin?
Yes.
And then the monk run away. And so they all
Yes.
like, it's anti-Qing, right? But it turned out right now it's no. There is the story created by the Qing people.
Sad.
So you want to continue on this? Wasting of life? I'm writing a book right now on breathing, just breathing itself. For past 100 or something years, you see the entire Chinese Kung Fu, nobody make the thing clear. So you know that nobody got it. But you need this kind of thing to help you to live better life today, in this life. When you learn martial art, you are learning to help your daily living. Who the hell go fight anyway? I don't go fight. Not to mention now I retire. I don't care for those things, martial art fighting. But it is sad to see people, hey, do you know what is momentum? I don't know. I know chi, internal, mind power. Do you know the three range of fighting? No. I'm standing in my EG coming on mine. You can push me. Isn't it that way? And then this grandmaster have this power, that grandmaster have that power, but none of it in past 50 years tell you that there is the three range in fighting. You need that three range of power generations or momentum handling, or else you cannot do it. You cannot play it. Look at the Thai boxer, didn't they have that? Look at the BJJ. Didn't they have that?
The thing is, Henrik, in Wing Chun, or maybe the most, let's say, Chinese martial arts, maybe even Korean martial arts, they rely too much on history or a lineage. My teacher, then the grand teacher, and the grand teacher of my teacher. Of this is the problem. They only talk about this, and this is their own, how do you say that? That's their way to tell the people, I am somebody, I can do something. I learned from this and this and this.
Well, it's a good point. Now, right now, everybody say, this is my teacher, this is my lineage, I have the most authentic, I have the most authentic, I have the most secret. And it turns out what? All of, even from the beginning, is a made-up story by the Qing, the pro-Qing people. Well, the reason why they do not do it like General Qi Ji Guang, you guys read my book, right?
Yes.
Go read it. Even in today, MMA's friends will know that this is how the basic of the training. They don't do that. So why is that all this fantasy nonsense? Because none of them have this type of General Qi Ji Guang of level.
That book is MMA, Hendrik. If people like it or not, 1560, Kung Fu 1560s. The same thing. There is nothing, different. It's true.
So at the beginning, the Chinese have, at the beginning, the Chinese Kung Fu is MMA, the Chinese way.
Yes.
And then it get into the Red Boat and the uprising and everything. And then after the Qing, the opera player who is not anti-Qing, surrender to the Qing, they start something called Chinese Kung Fu. And then they have all the story. And because they don't have the the MMA of the Chinese, they start making up Jisim from Shaolin, or this Taoist, or this monk have these secret techniques, and he teaching to my grandfather teaching my father teaching to me, and thereby I am the grandmaster. And you ask him about, don't you know that 460 years ago, the Chinese already have MMA? They said, no. What is that? Okay. So this is what happened now. So I'm saying this today is like really cruel. It is cruel for those who like to stay in delusion. But for most of the people, hey man, wake up, okay? Otherwise, you're going to waste your life for nonsense. That's how it end up. What grandmaster, what magic hand? Bullshit. So this is Qi Ji Guang, the top general in the Chinese history on fighting. If you want to talk about fighting, nobody surpassed him. He tell you what exactly this is. And if you go there, you're asking the MMA friend about what he teach here, I guarantee you the MMA friend will say, yeah, you know, this makes sense. This is how we train today. So when you don't have the real thing, you keep making up legends, making up stories for whatever reason for yourself. You look at everybody, that's why I say, if you train sticking body, short strike, when you walk in, say, Paris, because you are there, you need to look at the street, the map and everything, and suddenly you are a tourist and somebody bump to you. Can you handle that? We don't even talk about fighting, just talk about, you know, like bump into you, say sorry, will you be able to neutralize it? Naturally. So cut down the damage of yourself. Can you do that? We just ask for that. If we don't have that, it is useless selling snake oil. It's no good for your health, no good for your daily living. What is that thing good for? Get high? Fantasy? So for me, if you open a school, you are in martial art, Chinese martial art, you want to make your money, that is your freedom. Here, this is education. Education meaning you show people what is the truth so that people be able to live a better life and be able to think clearly. So what do you guys think?
That's the main. Yes, it's like that because if nobody wants to fight every day and have a good living, a good life, and a healthy life, which is the most important thing. This is what all people want. We don't want to fight every day, and and you don't. Even MMA fighters, they don't fight every day. They train, they spar, and if they have a competition, they do it, once a month or maybe twice a month, maybe, but mostly every 2 3 months. Depends on how many competition they have. But still, it's different fighting. It's just
I just the other day I
it's
just saw a friend's notes to another friend, a retired MMA player who compete a lot. Is now retired, writing a note to my friend. My friend showed me that notes. It turns out that people who play MMA that way have a lot of body injury.
yes,
So when they're retired now, they have a lot of body injuries. That's why I tell my friend, I say, you see, all the sports is damaging.
right.
So for the common folks, common people, that's why I said you need to go nurture chi, you need to do this, you need to train your body, your joints, you need to do hamstring. You need to live, man. And those stars are making their living, making a mega dollars from whatever they do, the sports they play. But how about you guys, normal people? You make the money, or you just cause your body to screw up, and then it even drain your money. So what is the point, right?
You train to be healthy and fit and to have a good life. That is the important thing. And the fighting is maybe never, you fight never, maybe.
Yeah, fighting is you need to train because you want to be able to know what it is and avoid. You have to have some experience. You know what it is, and you can avoid problem. It's just like driving a car. How often one get into accident? How often one have to use that car to go to work every day? Same thing for martial arts. So if you train the 6 core element, even when you get fight in with your wife or your girlfriend, you can use it. Because that's how you need to handle. Because that's what Buddhist thing come in. So I get really disappointed lately. I just told people left and right, say, well, you know, you guys are good people. Why don't you go start your own style? Forget about the traditional Chinese martial art. Forget about it. I told my traditional Chinese martial arts senior, why don't you just go start your own style and break it away from the traditional Chinese martial art, because it doesn't work. It's like a corporate. A corporate is already a huge, big corporation, but it's dying corporation for already dying since 100 years ago. You cannot save it. It's going to end up draining you. And it become a burden, and you have to tell lies. Because of you belong to this big corporate. So that's why I say you slam the entire thing down, start your own style. You don't have to tell lies. And you can say, hey, you know, this is General Chi Chi Guang. I follow General Chi Chi Guang. I'm not going to follow this guy, that monk, that whatever, that nobody even know what the heck's going on. Right? I say, no, why follow me? This is what you want to follow. The Shaolin is what you want to follow. The science is what you want to follow. Not follow me. Because this is not a religion. This is not a cult. So, you know, enough for me whining here for today. Think about it. The bottom line at the end of the day is what benefit, what you learn can support you. What you learn can support you to give you the benefit so that you can live better. That is the bottom line.
Yes.
There's no point to argue about nonsense on this guy fight that guy fight that guy, and all this thing. What is this for? So, okay. That's what we want to complete today. You know, I know that I'm screaming at people left and right for this kind of thing because it's not right. It is really not right now. But again, this is a education channel. This is not a commercial channel, so that we talk we talk the straight thing, right?
Yes. Yes.
The bottom line is need to be public minded, tell the truth, so everybody benefit. For whoever want to sell snake oil, that's their problem, not my problem. My duty, my mission here is to tell what is the truth in the ancient China. Why? Because that is a duty, a responsibility to present to the people who have put their time into Chinese culture or Chinese martial arts so that they know what it is. And another thing too, you need to give the pride back for the ancient Chinese too by telling the truth, right? Like with all race, all country, all nationality, we want to support their pride of what they do good. So talk to you guys next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.